Bodily composition is one of the best ways to determine an individual's health. Now, before we go into that, you probably have the question, what is body composition? Well, what it is the breakdown of the makeup of your body in terms of percentages. And so it looks at your amount of body fat, which can be divided into the subgroups of visceral fat on the internal organs and subcutaneous fat, which, as the name subcutaneous dictates or denotes, right beneath the skin. I think it usually plays an insulation role. It looks at your amount of lean muscle mass, which can involve skeletal muscles and stuff like that, the muscles you use to move. And body composition is a good indicator of an individual's health. Now, another way you can kind of determine an individual's health tied to body composition is what is called their waist to hip ratio. And what the waist to hip ratio can determine or denote isn't just how much body fat you have and stuff like that, but also your at risk chances for developing certain diseases. Now, the way to calculate your risk, your waist to hip ratio is actually quite simple. Get a tape measure, you can get a piece of string and mark it with a marker or whatever, but you can get something. Tape measure around your waist. Mark it. You'll see in my illustrations that's what I did. Then take that tape measure around your hips. Mark it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your hips, you're going to divide it by your waist, and that number is whatever your waist to hip ratio is. In my case, I had a 29-inch waist, 38-inch hips. My waist to hip ratio was about 0.761. Now, when it comes to healthy numbers for both males and females, males is zero point 0.9 and below, females is 0.95 and below. My number, 0.76, is well below both the male and female healthy number. And so as a result, I can say that based off of that and my body fat percentage, which is around 10 at this point, I'm at a low risk of developing hypokinetic diseases, as well as other diseases like, cardiovascular, sedentary, so on and so forth. Things associated with a high body fat percentage and a lot of body fat, high body fat percentage and an unhealthy amount of cholesterol and stuff like that. And so luckily I can say based off of that and my body fat percentage, I am low risk of developing a hypokinetic disease. Thank you.